Hello everyone and welcome to this video channel Environmental Studies Looking Around, textbook for class 4. Today we are going to learn chapter number 13, a river's tale. So in this chapter we will learn some points. So first of all I want to tell you the main points of this lesson. The main points of this chapter number 13, a river's tale. The first point, water is essential for all living things. And water occurs in the form of snow and ice on the peaks of high mountains. And when the river starts from the mountains, its water is blue in color and it is free from impurities. And as it reaches plains, the color of water changes because it becomes dirty. So, water becomes dirty by human activities also, such as washing of clothes, bathing of animals, drains joining the rivers, factory waste going into the river, and throwing household garbage. So, even there are many things that dissolve easily in water. And river water is treated before reaching our houses. And say the longest river of our country, the river Ganga, is also being turned into a drain by the discharge of untreated sewage and industrial waste. So a multi-crore Ganga Action Plan project was launched in 1985 to clean the river Ganga and make its water pollution free. So here at the very beginning of this chapter, chapter number 13, a river's tale, here we can see a river. The river originates from the mountain ranges we have seen here, and it flows through the cities or fields through long distances. So first of all, let's read out it and let's try to learn what it says. Look carefully at the picture of the river and read the words given below. Say boat, flowing water, blue fish, water plants, river, foul smell, big ship, oil, river banks, factories, washing clothes, animals, other work, saints, city. So use these words to make a story. Give a title to your story also. So we have to use these words to make a story, and we have to give a title to our story. So first of all, we have to give a story. So let's see. By using these given words. Next page, page number 107, let's see. Look at the pictures and answer the following questions. What is the color of the river where it begins? Here, what is the color of the river where it begins? We can say the river is blue at the place where it begins. And at some places there are many fish in the river, at others there are only a few, and at some places there are dead fish. What could be the reason for this? Discuss what can be seen in the river before it reaches the village. So the answer for this first question, we can say it can be seen that at the beginning of the river its water is clean, but as it reaches the village, people start polluting it by throwing garbage into it and bathing their animals in it. As the river reaches the city, the poisonous waste of industries and the sewage are thrown into it. All these things make the water unfit for fish, and as a result, so many of them die. And what can be seen in the river before it reaches the village? Before the river reaches the village, its water is clean and fresh. There are many fish in it, and many other animals and birds come to it. Next question. At what places did the color of the water in the river change? Why did this happen? Discuss. So, here the answer for this question, the color of the water in the river changes when it reaches the city. Mostly when the river reaches the city, the color of the water changes, and this is because the industrial waste, the sewage and the garbage from the city are thrown into it, thereby polluting it. Next question, which of the places shown in the picture would you like to live in? Why? The answer for this question, we can say we would like to live where the river started, as the water there is clean and fresh there. Also, the environment there is very clean due to the presence of many trees. So here we can see because of this water becomes polluted, so many waste are here, and industrial waste also leads to water pollution. And next question, would you like to change any of the things that you see in the picture? Why and how? The answer for this question, we can say, in the picture, we would like to bring the following changes. In the villages, people should not bathe animals in the river water. And in the cities, the sewage and the industrial waste should not be thrown directly into the river. The industrial waste should first be treated to remove the harmful chemicals from it. The treatment of the sewage should also be done before releasing the waste water into the river. All this will make the river water free from harmful chemicals, and the lives of the animals living in the water will not be disturbed. Next, so these are the answers. So next page, let's see, page number 10I. If you wanted to drink some water, from which part? If you wanted to drink some water, from which part of the river would you like to drink, and why? So the answer for this question, we would like to drink water from the beginning part of the river before it reaches the village. This is because the water of the river at this place is pure, clean and safe for drinking. As the river reaches the village, the water starts getting polluted and it reaches the cities. Its water becomes poisonous due to the dumping of industrial waste in it. In the last part of the picture, the river flows into the sea. Have you ever seen the sea? Where? In a movie or somewhere else? So the answer for this question, this is one of the interactive questions. Your answer may vary according to the student's observations. So you have to prepare the answer of your own, because by observing the picture, the river flows into the sea. And have you ever seen the sea? Where? In a movie or somewhere else? So this is interactive question. So you have seen a river here. It is originated from the mountain ranges, and it flows past through the villages, cities, and it flows in a long distance. So, have you ever been near a river or sea? When? So, the answer for this question, this is also one of the interactive question. Have you ever been near a river or sea, and when? This is interactive question. Some of you may be near a river or a sea. This answer may be different from your observation. And show with your hands how the waves in the sea move. So, the answer for this question, this is also interactive question, how the waves in the sea move. So, this is also to encourage you about the creativity and imagination and the students' performance, your performance. So, is the water from the sea drinkable, and why? Here, the answer for this question, let's see. The water from the sea is not drinkable because it is very salty, which is not good for health. And next question, do you think that there would be changes taking place in a river, pond or stream at different times of the year? What kind of changes would these be discussed? So, in the summer season, the water level of the water bodies such as river, pond or stream decreases due to the evaporation of water. In the rainy season, the water level of the water bodies rises. The water of the ponds freezes in the winter in places where the climatic conditions are very cold. And next page, let's see, next page, page number 109. Will there be the same amount of water in the ponds or rivers during the rainy season and in summer? So, the answer for this question, we can say the amount of water in water bodies such as river and ponds is not the same during the rainy season and the summer season. In summers, due to hot climate, the water gets evaporated easily, and whereas in the rainy season, the amount of the water increases due to rain. Is there a pond, river or lake near your town or city? And find out. Are there any changes in the water during summers, the rainy season and in winters? So this is also one of the interactive questions you can observe. The water may change during the summer and rainy season and in winter season. Water may change. And what are the different kinds of water animals found here? There may be different kinds of water animals. This is also one of the interactive questions. So many water animals are there in the water bodies. Maybe fish, in the sea or oceans, we can find water animals like fish, whales, sharks, and many other marine animals. What kind of trees and plants grow around it? So, what kind of trees and plants grow around it? So many plants and trees may grow around it. And what are the kinds of birds that come there? There may be different kinds of birds. Some may be big birds. They belong to carnivores like eagles may also be there. And some of the birds like wading birds, they can walk in the water in order to search their prey. So many birds they may be there. Have you ever seen or read about floods and where? Yes, we have seen or we have read about floods. When there is heavy rainfall, then flood may be there. And what happens when there is a flood? And if there is a flood, then people may become loss of their home. Their homes may become submerged, and they have to move to another place. So there is a lot of problem during the flood. Have you seen dirty water in a river or pond? Where? So have you seen dirty water in a river or pond? Yes, we have seen dirty water in a river or pond, because so many people they wash their clothes and they bathe animals inside the river. Because of that, river water becomes polluted. How would you know if the water is dirty? If the water looks clean, can you be sure that it is alright to drink that water? Discussed. Actually, the answer for this question, even though if we see the water very clean, then it is not suitable for drinking, because so many pathogenic disease causing microorganisms or germs may be present in water. So we need to purify it in order to not cause any diseases. Next page, let's see. In the next page, how does water become dirty? Let's see. How does water become dirty? You saw in the pictures that as the river flowed through or near many villages, towns and cities, the water changed. The people use the river water for many different things, such as washing clothes, bathing animals, and cleaning utensils. Many of these activities made the water dirty. The water in the river kept changing as it flowed through various places. Water in ponds and lakes can also become dirty due to similar reasons. From where do you get your drinking water? A river or a lake? Do you think that, like the river in the picture, your river or lake can also be affected? So, try to this. For this activity, you will need to bring certain things from your home. You will find most of these in the kitchen, say 5 or 6 glasses or bottles, and salt, sugar, cooking soda, haldi, flour, and dal, about half a teaspoon each. Lemon juice, soap water, sherbet oil, 1 spoonful each. Then what will you do? Let's see, what will you do? Fill about half of each bottle or glass with water. Make sure that all have the same amount of water. Now, one by one, put each of the things in the water. For example, haldi in the first glass, oil in the second glass, soda in the third glass, until you have one thing in each glass. Mix each thing in the water and see what happens. And you can write your observations in the table. So we have to write what did you observe. So you have to put tick mark in the right places. You have to put tick mark in the right places. Let's see. Things dissolve mix in water. Did not dissolve in water. Color of water changes. Color of water does not change. Here sugar. Here sugar, what, let's see, when mixed in water, slight change of the water may be there. So what did you observe? We have to put tick mark in the right places. Did not dissolve in water. Sugar dissolved in water. So dissolved in water we have to tick here. And color of water changes, slight change. Color of water does not change. We have to cross. We have to keep blank. And salt, dissolve or mix in water. It is dissolved. We can tick here. And color of water changes, slight change. And lemon juice. Lemon juice also dissolved in water. We have to tick here. And haldi. Haldi dissolved in water. and color of water changes. We have to tick here. And soap water dissolve in water. We have to tick here. And color of water changes. We can tick here. Flour, it does not dissolve. So we have to tick here. And color of water changes. We have to tick here. Dal, dissolve in water. Then color of water changes. So cooking soda dissolve in water. Yes, we have to tick here. Then color of water changes. We can tick here. Oil, mustard, did not dissolve in water. We have to tick here. And color of water does not change. So now, on the basis of your observations, tell, do all things dissolve in water? No, all things do not dissolve in water. Does the color of the water always change? Color of the water do not always change. Did oil dissolve in water? How can you say whether it has dissolved or not? Oil does not dissolve in water. There is a separation line will be always there. And color of the water may not change even after some things are dissolved in it. Would you say that these are absent in water? Imagine how it would be if things like sugar, salt, lemon, juice, sherbet, etc. could not dissolve in water. So they are not dissolved in water. So imagine how it would be if things like stones, soap, plastic, and garbage would dissolve in water. So there are many things that dissolve easily in water. Some of these can be very harmful for our body. Hence, it is important. So here we learned that some of the things they can be easily dissolved in water, and some of the things they don't dissolve in water. And some of the substances when we put in water, then when they mix with water, the color of the water changes. And some of the things when we put in water, the color of the water doesn't change. So here, let's see. Hence, it is important that we clean water before drinking it. One of the best ways to do this is to boil the water. If for some reason this cannot be done, can you think of some other ways to clean water? How is drinking water clean in your house? So drinking water is clean at our house by storing in a big container, by settling down. And we also use filters to remove the suspended particles. And after that, we boil it and we drink. Find out the many different ways of cleaning water at home. So there are different ways for cleaning water at home. Even we can use alum also to get settled down the suspended particles present in the water. So draw a picture showing any two ways of cleaning the water. So we can draw any two pictures here. So we can draw any two pictures here for cleaning the water. So with that, it comes to the end of this video class. In the next video class, let's meet again. For today, bye.